Hi, singers. I'm Justin Stoney, the founder of New York Vocal Coaching, here with you for another episode of Quick Singing Tips. Today, we're taking a ride together on the New York City Subway. In New York, things can be bumpy. It can be hard to balance your work life, your social life, and your vocal life. But it can also be flat out hard to keep your balance as you ride the train. Which leads us to today's question from Rob B. in Pierre, South Dakota. Rob writes, "Dear Justin, my singing teacher always tells me to feel the ground beneath my feet when I sing. What's that about?" Awesome question, Rob. Well, what your voice teacher is telling you is pretty great advice. How we stand when we sing can really make a difference in the freedom of our vocal production. Now, obviously there's times when we need to sit down or move around when we sing, but the majority of times when we practice, take a voice lesson, perform, or go into the recording studio, we're standing. So how we stand really matters. In the future, we're going to talk more about posture overall, but today we're just going to look at the feet and how they balance. When you stand to sing, you want to think of your feet as a tripod, with the first 2 points being at the front of your foot and the other point being at your heel. We want to stand with the weight distributed in a 2/3, 1/3 relationship. 2/3 toward the front and 1/3 to the back. So ideally, your weight should feel slightly more forward than backward. Why? Well, your spine aligns a lot better when you're not sinking back into your heels. This affects your breathing. Are you skeptical? Well, it's not that hard to prove. Let's try it. Stand with the weight totally back in your heels and take a breath. Good job. Now, stand with the weight more towards the front and take a breath. Great. Did you feel that difference? Not only does distributing your weight like this help with breathing and alignment, but it also puts your feet in a position where you're ready to move at any time. I suppose a great rule of thumb is that you should stand like you're riding on a moving subway train, ready for any starts and stops, ready to get where you're going, ready for an exciting day in New York, ready to breathe, ready to move, ready to sing, ready for action. Here's some other ways that you can take action on your vocal journey.
For voice lessons or Skype lessons with the NYVC staff, visit us at newyorkvocalcoaching.com. If you'd like a vocal course that you can do at home, check out the Voice Lessons to the World vocal course. This 12-part program takes you on a singing journey from beginner to master-level vocal exercises. You can find it at voicelessonstotheworld.com. Or if you'd like free vocal tips sent to you each day, sign up at dailyvocaltips.com. And now, here's Justin with this week's vocal benediction.
Singing is really the great art of balance. Balancing your posture, balancing your breath, balancing your registers. Today, as you feel your feet firmly planted into the ground, ask yourself a question. Is there anything out of balance in my life right now? If there is, remember, you don't need to clutch on so tight. Sometimes, all it takes is a little shift. Well, here's my stop. We'll see you next time.